What is up, everybody? Bopalophagus here at Camp Sekani Disc Golf Course in Spokane, Washington, and we're going to be playing 18 holes from the shorts layout today. Let's get into it. Starting off on hole 1, 315 foot par 3, straight ahead, just past that tree in the middle of your screen there. Up on a little hill, going with our Avenger SS here, trying to get it left of the tree, have it fight to the right, and then come back a little bit at the end. Pull this one a little bit right, but it should be alright. Misses all the trees, gets through everything, gets down there onto the bike trail. Have a bush in front of us, but we do have a little bit of an opening. Gonna go with a forehand A3, just try to pitch it up. Little flick shot, just catch the bush, but we do get up to the basket. Have a tap in par, start the round. Even through 1, hole 2, 226 foot par 3, up the hill. Going with a fireball forehand here, trying to get it up the left side gap and let it fight back to the right. And this one just slips out a little bit early. Luckily we don't hit the trees though. Do hit a tree at the end though, roll back into the middle of the fairway. Actually not a horrible spot, just pretty short, but middle fairway. Gonna go with a little jump putt here up from about 70 feet. Step rather. Leave it right under the basket though, and we'll be even through 2. And we're on to hole 3, 291 foot par 3. Pretty similar shot to the last hole. Trying to flex it through the middle this time and let it fight back at the end, get it up to the basket. Does play quite a ways uphill too, got to make sure to get the air under it. And we go with our reach there, get good angle on it, but just comes out way too early. End up about 40 feet right, but we do get down there, almost pin high, so we have about edge of circle, maybe a little bit outside look here. And we have to straddle out on a little bit of a downhill, awkward footing, leave it just right. First real putt of the day. But we tap in a par, even through 3. Not gonna complain about that. And we're on to hole 4 now, 360 foot par 3. Going with our A4 here, just trying to keep it low, down the middle. And we don't do either of those things. Comes out high and to the right, but somehow hits that tiny gap. Gets all the way through and end up almost pin high again. Same spot pretty much as the last hole, but on the backhand instead of a forehand this time. End up about 40 feet, bush in the way. Give it a little anti-flick, overturn it, end up about 15 feet. Don't take the time on the comebacker. Miss the putt, tap in the bogey on hole 4. 1 over through 4, still not horrible, but obviously would like to keep the even, but we'll make up for it. And it's starting to rain on this hole. You can see the first hole was looking like a beautiful day. Started to rain a little bit, so we go with the A4 there and just try to get it quick, keep it dry. It's a 332 foot par 3 down the hill. Leave it about 50 short to get the full flex out of it. Pitch up with a pilot. Leave it about 15 feet, and I do not like this basket. I am horrible at this basket. With the wet putter, take the time, make the putt. Even on that hole, 1 over through 5. And we're on the hole 6, 269 foot par 3. Going with the A4 again here, and from this point on, it's going to be an A4 only round. Trying to get used to it and keep all my other discs dry. Smack the first available kick way right. Luckily I found it, took a little bit to find, but we got it. End up in this bush here, way off to the right side of the fairway. Trying to pitch a little forehand back into the fairway. Disc is wet. Slips out a little bit early, but we do get the turn on it. And we just caught these last set of bushes. Would have been really good otherwise. But we do have a little bit of an opening. We luckily got to the front of these bushes. Gonna go with a little skip shot here, trying to throw it flat on the ground, let it skip up and get close to the basket, hopefully. Really good shot. Just clips the bush. Pretty unfortunate. Probably would have been pretty close otherwise. But we leave ourselves about 60 feet maybe. Pitch up. Leave it short. And it rolls away. Gets the turbo. Rolls to about 15. Dirty, wet. Taking the time here. Just trying to make this one salvage the hole a little bit. We do get it low center. Take a double on that one with the drive. Really not horrible, but first blow up hole of the day. And we're on to hole 7 now. 378 foot par 3, going with the A4 again. And it comes out low and right. Misses the tree, but hits the dirt. Skips up. Leave ourselves about 200 short off to the right, almost on the next tee pad. And we don't really have a look here. I'm going to try to put down a forehand roller over these bushes in front of me, see if we can get it somewhat close to the basket. Try to dry it off with this shirt a little bit so I can get a little bit of grip on it. And we get the gap, but not enough turn on it. Ends up skipping flat. So we leave ourselves about 110, maybe 120 feet short here. And we're just gonna flick it up, try to get it under the basket, dry it off again. Just trying to leave it short and let it skip up to the basket so that we don't get any crazy rollaways or anything with the downhill green. But we leave it way short, threw it nose down on accident, so we just kind of nose dived. And we leave ourselves about a 30-footer here for bogey. Little bush tree thing in the way on our left too, so we got to hang it out wide, which also opens up a rollaway. But we don't have to worry about that because we yank it over the basket, roll away forward. Got about 20 feet here in the bushes, awkward footing. Rush it. Off the cage, rolls away to about 10 feet. Make that one for the triple. 3 over on that hole, 6 over total. Tough conditions, but definitely gave up some strokes there. Hole 8, 437 foot par 4. Pretty good line there, just way too low. Does skid up pretty nicely though. Leave ourselves about 250 out maybe up the hill, trying to throw a flex shot. Comes out way left. Leave ourselves about 120 out again, and does slope off behind the basket, so I'm trying to land short here. Thought it was perfect. Clip a tree you can't even see on camera. And we're gonna be putting this one up. And it's a little bit deeper than I wanted, but it did sit, luckily. So I'll have this for bogey. Knock that one down. High right, but catches. 7 over through 8 now. Not great, but still salvageable. On to hole 9 now, 271 foot par 3. And we're gonna go with a little flick forehand here, try to flex it, keep it flat out of the hand, let it turn, and hopefully get up to the basket. And I thought this was perfect. I blocked the shot a little bit, but it catches the skinniest tree. Don't even worry about it, but kicks it straight right, kills it. End up about 80 feet short in some bushes. Try to go with the turnover. I like the line, but it catches the trees, hang it a little bit too wide, but luckily it kicks down, not left, or roll away, anything crazy. have about circle's edge, knock it down for the par. 7 over on the front 9, although we have been using A4 only since hole 6, so something to consider in the rain as well. Hole 10, 317 foot par 3. Still going with the A4 only for the rest of the round. That one comes out a little bit early, kicks right, and then kicks back towards the fairway. So we have a look here. We're going to try to flick it in the gap that you saw the basket in. Try to flick it through there and just slide it up to the base of the rocks. And it came out on a little bit of hyzer, so it would have been way right, but instead it kicks way left. And the hyzer actually helps out, comes back to exactly where we wanted to end up, about 12 feet short. Knock down the putt, par. On to hole 11, 288 foot par 3. Trying to hang it over the right side. Hang it just left, kick the bush. Do get a forward kick though, so we end up about 150 short here, and we're just trying to flick this up on a little turnover, let it fall, stall, hopefully close to the basket. But that one got stuck on the finger, yanked it way left. We do have kind of a look here. We're in the middle of the bush. Pitch up from about circle's edge probably. Leave it just right. Doesn't roll away, luckily. Got about a 10-footer for bogey. Knock it down. 8 over through 11. Gotta start making some birdies. At least get a little par streak going. Salvage the round. Hole 12, 324 foot par 3, way up the hill. And we get a good smack on that one, but grip lock it a little bit, pull it way right. Leave ourselves about maybe 180, 200 feet. And right on this tree, I want to go forehand, but I just don't have the room for it. So I have to go backhand, try to throw a turnover. And I thought it was perfect, but I hit the tree right in front of me and kicked it 40 feet left to where I wanted it. Leave ourselves down the hill, probably about 60, 70 feet here. Splash. Knocked that one down. That one felt good. Glad to get that one back. Saved the par. And we're on to hole 13, 228 feet. Try to carry that momentum into this hole. Get it through the gap. Flex it. Comes out. Counter skip under the basket. Come up about 6 feet short. Tap this one in for the birdie. No. Rush it. Right side of the chain out. Take the par. Unfortunate. After the great drive, don't reward myself. Rush the putt. Take a par. But at least it's not a bogey. On the par train now. Par 2 holes. Hole 14, 255 foot par 3. Playing off the short tee here. Yanked that one a little bit, but got good skip. Leave ourselves about 45 feet maybe. And we do have a look here. Step it, come up just short. Looks like it's gonna roll away, but it luckily catches that bush. Sits down. Knock that one in for the par. Pretty much same putt we had on the last hole that we missed. Knock the dirt off the disc. Hole 15, 309 foot par 3. And we're starting to rush a little bit. There's people waiting on us. So rush it a little bit, pull that one right. Leave ourselves about 130, 140 feet here maybe. Up the hill. Flick it up with a forehand. Really good shot. Sticks in that bush so we don't even get the skip away, luckily. Have this one downhill putt for par. Knock that one down. Parred 4 holes in a row now, hoping to keep that going to finish out the round. And we're on to hole 16, from the short. It's 209 feet here. Gonna try to just keep it flat through the middle, keep it up the tunnel, grip lock at Yank City. Luckily rolls back down into the fairway so we don't get punished horribly, but a really bad shot there. And we're just gonna try to flick it up here. People behind us catching us, smack the tree, rush it. Think it would have been a good shot, but just didn't see the tree directly in front of my face, so we smack that one, kick backwards, flick that one up. That one's a really nice shot. Leave that one under the basket, but it is elevated on the bridge, so we got to be a little bit careful. Take our time here. Got about 10 feet. Don't do that. Air ball. Got ourselves a comebacker. Missed that one. Tap in the triple again. 11 over now through 16. Really played pretty well except for a few select holes. Hole 17, 372 foot par 3 from the short tee. Yank this one, kick up off the bush, tree, whatever that was that it hit. But we do get a little bit of flex back towards the fairway. Got about 100 feet out here. Little flick up. Just over the basket. Really good shot there though. Sits down, doesn't go back behind the drop off. Nitro putt for the gauger. Par on that one. Going into 18, 319 feet, par 3. Trying to flick this one, make sure we get it down. Get stuck on the finger again. Luckily rolls back to the right side of the fairway. Don't really know how it got here, but got 120 feet maybe. Gonna flick this one up. And it's gonna start fading out, but it kicks the tree, goes straight down. Super lucky kick. Leave ourselves about 15 feet here for the par. Step up, knock it down. And for the conditions, 11 over, not horrible. Playing 12 holes with just the A4. And you can see we bogeyed 4, and then we had a really bad stretch on 6, 7, and 8. Bogeyed 11, and then took another triple on 16. But really good round overall, except for those few blow-up holes. Missed the one birdie opportunity that we had, but we'll be back at it again. Back at you next Wednesday with another video. Thanks everybody for watching, and bop off.